So after working as a physical therapist for the past year and a half, the biggest thing that I noticed that keeps physical therapists tight in their scrubs, overeating when they come home from work, buying takeout, stressed out, and just burnt out from work is not the reason that most physical therapists think. It's not that you need more gym, you don't need any more cardio plans, you don't need any more strict diets. You don't need to do all these advice that most of these fitness influencers are posting online. The biggest thing for men in healthcare is literally just stress. Stress is literally killing you guys. You guys are waking up early around 6 to even 5 a.m. You guys are on 2 to 3 coffees, barely any foods, and the whole day you're working with patients. You're working on solving other people's problems, yet the whole day you're ignoring your own. So now after working your 8 to 10 hour shift, you come home and you're stressed out. You're looking for that relief. So you go towards something like fast food and takeout because the last thing you want to do now is cook. And you don't have anything else or anyone else to even cook for you. Now, this is where most men in healthcare go wrong. They think that they need more diets. They think they need more gym plans or more cardio. What you need to do is you need to do less. Because the more you do, the more stress you're adding onto your plates. You're already doing so much. So the biggest thing that I've seen that's just helped physical therapists actually just feel more relaxed, to actually enjoy their shifts, feel looser in their scrubs, like the way they look, and just feel less burnt out even during work is removing the stress. And the first way to do this is going outside during your lunch break. Now you might be like, how is that going to make a difference? Trust me, if you do this for 1 to 2 weeks, you actually go outside for your lunch break rather than just staying inside for 5 to 6 hours. And then that same 5 to 6 hours that you were working with patients, now you try to have a lunch. How do you expect to actually enjoy your meal eating in the same environment you just worked to 5 to 6 hours stressed out in? You need to get outside so that your body gets that response that you're in a new environment and in a relaxing environment. Because when you get outside, especially if you have a park near your work, you can actually relax. It tells your brain, okay, now I can relax. I have some fresh air. I have some sunlight. There's some nature. You're not in this closed box anymore, just constantly working with patients. So your body gets that relief, especially if you walk for just 10 to 15 minutes, and you're just getting free cardio just by relaxing and going outside. And now if you have your lunch outside, your body will use that food as fuel rather than just putting it as visceral fats, which is just fat around your waist. Now the second and the most important one is literally just hydration. Hydration is not just drinking water. And most men in healthcare aren't even doing that. But hydration is just getting in water with minerals. So if you add some sea salt, literally just a pinch is all you need, or even some lemon juice, that would be perfect. That is all you need. That is proper hydration. Drinking water itself is not hydration. You need to be getting some water with some sea salts or lemon juice, and get a bigger water bottle. 24 ounces is not enough. You need to be getting 100. So get a big 64 ounce fluid bottle. I'll link it down below, and it'll make it so much easier to actually stay hydrated and to get in the amount of water you actually need throughout the whole day. Now, the third and the most important one is buying the Instant Pot. This is specifically for you men in healthcare who are single, because the biggest struggle that you guys have is you don't want to cook. And it makes sense. You guys are burnt out. You guys are stressed out. 2 to 3 coffees. You just want something quick. You want something as soon as you come home from work. This is why Instant Pot is so good, because as soon as you come home, you have a fresh, warm meal ready for you. And you might be thinking, how much work do I actually have to put so that I get a meal from this Instant Pot? No more than 2 minutes of work. If you can't tell me that you can't put in 2 minutes of work so that you can have a full warm meal as soon as you get home, then there's nothing to do. Because at the end of the day, diet is 80% of how you look. So if you can't make some change to at least get some whole foods rather than ordering takeout, it will be literally impossible. Even if you go to the gym 6 days a week, even if you actually do stick to a cardio plan and a gym plan, if your diet is not right, you will never get to your goals. And this is why Instant Pot makes it so easy, because with less than 2 minutes, you just put water in a pot. You can put sweet potatoes, you can put rice, you can put beans, you can put lentils, you can make bone broth, literally whatever you want. And it takes 2 minutes. You close the lid, you turn on keep warm, and it stays warm for literally the whole day. So when you come home from work, you'll have a fresh warm meal. All you have to do is literally just open the lid and start eating. It's so simple and easy. I don't know why men in healthcare don't know about this more, because it's just so easy. You don't have to cook anymore. Literally just 1 to 2 minutes of a setup, water, put in whatever ingredients, boom, you're done. Just get away. Go to work, come back home, and you'll have a fresh warm meal. You don't have to worry about cooking. You don't have to waste your time ordering out, stressing out, oh, should I be ordering this? And then in the back of your mind, you know that if you order the takeout and have the snacks, you know it's going to make you fatter and fatter. And you're just not going to like the way you look. You're going to wake up bloated, less energy, because you're feeding your body all this garbage food. But now with the Instant Pot, now in 1 to 2 minutes, you never even have to worry about cooking again. And you're eating good foods so that within a few weeks, you'll feel like a whole brand new person. Now, after doing this with my physical therapist, literally within a few weeks, like 2 to 3 weeks, he lost 10 pounds. He started seeing his top 2 abs, and his energy went through the roof. He started coming back to work from his lunch breaks full of energy, full of joy, so much better with his patients, and just so much more relaxed. He felt better in his scrubs. He noticed that he actually felt looser in his scrubs. I don't have my scrubs right now because now I work as a personal trainer. But when I did work as a physical therapist aide, he was telling me that in his scrubs, he just felt so much looser. He didn't feel like it was as tight as before. And all he did was literally just use his lunch breaks. He drank more water by getting the bigger water bottle. That makes a big difference. And putting some sea salts and literally just cooking at home. But again, if you don't want to cook at home, Instant Pot is the best thing. I don't know why more people don't know about this, because it's like having a wife. Now, if you need help implementing these systems into your schedule, if you're someone who's in healthcare, if you're a nurse, if you're a physical therapist, if you're a PTA, whatever you are, if you're in healthcare and you want to lose fat, DM me and we could definitely get in contact, and I hope you implement these systems onto your schedule. If you have any other questions, just put them down below. I'll definitely be able to answer them as soon as possible.